So I'm just going to go over some quick instructions on how to use and maintain your new 1/6 scale crossbow. In the box is going to be the crossbow, crossbow wax, bowstring wax, and your bolts. Now maintaining it doesn't have to happen all the time, maybe 1 in 5 uses, but the more you maintain it, the longer it's going to last for you. So it's at your discretion. Now first thing you want to do is take out your bowstring wax out of this piece of paper, and you're going to rub it on the string away from the nocks. Make sure you get plenty on there. These Flemish loops require wax to stay held together. So once you have plenty on the string, work it in maybe 10-15 times per side until it's nice and embedded. Now I made and installed a brand new string right before I shipped this to you, so this string should last indefinitely, maybe even forever. But I also included the test and build string for you as a backup, just in case you need it, though you probably never will. Now, with all crossbow strings, you got to watch the brace height. It may take a long time, but eventually this string's going to creep forward on you. So to adjust that, all you do is pop one end off and twist it tighter and put it back on. I would go with half turns and whole turns, depending on how far it needs to go back up. Now this is the brace height I would work with. So it'll come to you this way, kind of remember where it is. You can also experiment with it, going further back or closer forward, and that's going to affect your flight just a little bit each. But this is what I've tested, and this seems to work best, and it looks the most scale. So once you have that all set up, grab your crossbow wax. This should last you a long time. All you need is a little bit on the tip of your finger, and then you're physically going to wax where the string touches. You're going to notice right away that it shoots a lot better once you've done this. It alleviates the friction between the string and the wood, and it's going to make your string last much, much longer. Now, this bow is finished in bowstring wax. It's basically just beeswax, so you can rub it on to the wood and then polish it to a shine if you'd like, or if you want to get fingerprints off, all you got to do is wipe it down with a paper towel. So from there you're ready to shoot. One tip I can give you that I've noticed personally is when I cock these with one hand, I tend to pull one side a little more than the other, and that creates an uneven pull, and it kind of affects the flight of the arrow. So two hands is always best if you're able. You can either do like this on your chest and pull it back, or you can do it on a table. So all you got to do is push down until it clicks. You want to make sure you're never pulling back further than the trigger. Now, as it sits right now, this is live, and if I pull the trigger, it will dry fire, which is bad for all crossbows. So be really careful loading the arrow. So you got it at this stage. You're just going to grab one of your arrows or bolts. Then you're going to put it in the groove and slide it until it stops. Now this holder is spring loaded, so it would take quite a bit for that arrow to fall out. So don't worry about pointing it down or flipping it upside down. At this stage, it is live and ready to fire. One common mistake people make with crossbows is they put their fingers or their hand in the path of the string, which on a full-size crossbow is extremely dangerous. On this one it might just sting a little bit and it'll ruin your shot for sure. So, you know, grab it where it's intended, but make sure you don't go too high. You can grab it where the trigger is and not have to worry about it at all, or grab it in the front where the string doesn't even go. It's up to you, just be careful of that. So from here, you can shoot it, and then the trigger will stay spent until you cock it again, and you'll notice the trigger resets itself automatically. If you draw it but you don't want to shoot it, it's easy enough. Just hold the string and decock it. I really appreciate you purchasing this from me and supporting my Etsy page. Out of all the things I've ever made, these are probably my absolute favorite. They are so much fun to shoot, and they never get old. If you ever need more arrows, or you need a new string, or you have any questions at all, please message me. I'll be happy to help you out anytime. So thanks again. I hope you enjoy it as much as I do.